What's up, guys? It's Collin from Built2Wander. We're back in Moab, Utah for the annual Easter Jeep Safari. This is without a doubt one of the most epic trips we have every year. We look forward to it all year long, and we're just so stoked to be back out here. This year, we're gonna share our journey with you, the trails we hit from day to day, the people behind the vehicles that we brought out with us. We've got 5 unique Built2Wander vehicles, all built by 3D Off-Road in Colorado Springs. The Silver Bullet's back out here for the first time in 3 years. My previous Jeep build, the Triton JL's here as well. Before we go out and hit the trails, do me a quick favor, like this video, subscribe to the Driving Line channel, and let's get after it.
Hi everyone, I'm George Coates, Collin's father, and we're here in beautiful Moab for the 2024 Easter Jeep Safari Week.
What's up guys, this is Matt Thompson from 3D Off-Road. I've got the Blaze JT behind me and we're out here for the 2024 Moab Easter Jeep Safari.
My name's Ryan Jensen. I own the Triton JL, out here for the week in Moab with Built2Wander.
Hi, my name's Derek Blackmore. I'm here at the 2024 Easter Jeep Safari with Built2Wander. Behind me is Collin's Jeep, Samuel L. Jackson.
Listen up.
All right. Behind me is the Samuel LJ. It's on a set of 40-inch Nitto trail grapplers, and I've been lucky enough to wheel it out here.
Yeah, I'm out in Moab because this has been a hobby of mine for over 20 years. I've owned over a dozen off-road vehicles, from buggies to Jeeps and everything in between. And Triton's just my latest off-road vehicle. It's family friendly when I've got the family, and it goes anywhere I want it to go.
I brought with me this time my 2006 LJ that Collin, Built2Wander, and Matt Thompson from 3D Off-Road built for me in 2021. That was my first Moab experience, and this is the first chance I've had to come back, and boy have we had a lot of fun this week.
So for the last 15 years or so, we've been coming out here to Moab. Up until 4 years ago, I had only been out here to race, out at Area BFE. Once we built Blaze, I got to come out here with Built2Wander and all of our friends to get together and come out here and enjoy what Moab has to offer. I've really been able to see a lot of trails that I didn't even know were back here. You always hear about them. You know, come out and wheel this with friends and hanging out is just a great time.
So I've been coming out to Easter Jeep Safari since 2018. I think this is actually probably my 4th time with Collin out here. Every year it just seems like it's another adventure, more things to do, meet new people. This year we've had a really great group with us. We have Matt at 3D Off-Road with us. We met up with Moto Built, we met up with Bill Stein, and we even met up with Nitto Tires yesterday. So this entire trip is kind of just a great way for us to interact with the off-roading community.
This week alone, we've done slick rock, we've done the stairs and the bumps, we've done sand and gravel, and we actually had snow and rain this week. So we've encountered just about every kind of condition that you could imagine. And this thing just is like butter. It just goes where you point it, and it takes those rocks and those ledges and those stairs beautifully. So I love this build. This LJ's such a great platform with the stretched wheelbase and the 2-door, and it's really enabled by these Nitto trail grapplers. That tire does it all. It can handle any type of condition and even some adverse conditions, and I've just been so impressed by it.
So really our first day in Moab, we've got a great lineup of Jeeps here. We're running Kane Creek with the Rock Jock crew. We've got the Built2Wander and 3D Off-Road crew as well. I've never run Kane Creek, really excited to see how all the Jeeps do today and see how rad this trail is. I've heard nothing but great things, and I'm ready to go have some fun.
Man, that was a blast. We were ripping through creeks, and then we had some major obstacles, including Hamburger Hill.
I was expecting it to be a lot easier of a trail, but to my surprise, we got to Hamburger Hill and I was like, holy crap, this isn't actually a pretty gnarly trail.
We had a great time on that, you know, everybody trying different lines, and you know, everybody's on a different size tire.
And that's a really steep obstacle with a sharp turn that if you were to miss it or get pitchy, could have some really negative consequences. So it really bothered me and made me a little bit frightened, but you know, with Collin and his friends giving me inspiration, I was able to make it up that climb pretty easily, actually.
Luckily, I was in Samuel LJ, and this Jeep just wants to crawl up everything. And I think the reason why this Jeep does so well is the Nitto Trail Grapplers. I mean, we have 5 builds out here, and every single one of them on Nitto Trail Grapplers, and we haven't had any issues whatsoever. The sidewalls work, the tread pattern works. I mean, the whole design of the tire is built for what we're doing here.
In fact, the Jeep has managed all of these different types of obstacles more beautifully than I recall, and I'm really learning, again, how to put the wheels in the right spots and how to minimize the pitchiness, etc. So
it was a great day to just go out and try different things, and you know, have some, you know, Brandon and Amanda and all them guys, just having those people with us and hanging out.
All right, day 2 here in Moab for Easter Jeep Safari. We're getting ready to hit the Pickle with the Moto Built crew. We've got all of our rigs. Really excited to see what the trail has in store for us today. Should be another great day out here in Moab.
So one of my favorite trails here is the Pickle, and on Monday we did it with Moto Built. And one thing I love about that trail is even though it's tight and narrow, we seem to find new lines every single time.
And Pickle was another interesting thing. It was long desert and sandy tracks, and then we got into 3 major obstacles.
And you know, you get to that first waterfall, and you know, it's like, holy cow, you know, and once again, Blaze and having our long wheelbase helped us, having a great tire, and you know, it just launched us right up that waterfall, and you know, we were on to the next obstacle.
I had to get winched up one of them, but in reality, there were a couple really steep climbs that the Jeep did, and I was very impressed by that.
Which kind of just shows how well these tires are working on the slick rock here. I mean, it was straight to sand, right into slick rock, and then it just grabbed, and it just pulled me right up with no issues.
That trail proved to be probably the hardest to that point. Again, no issues with any of the obstacles with Triton, it was fine.
So on day 3, we got to run with Bilstein. Everybody knows that, you know, 90% of our rigs are on Bilstein, and it was such a good day to just chill and relax.
It starts with a beautiful drive out of Moab along the Colorado River all the way out to the portal where the trailhead begins. And so that was really nice. We met up with the friends from Bilstein and some of their partners, and got some snacks, and we took off. And that was just a really cool climb.
Top of the World is not a hard trail by any means, but what made it really fun actually was that we had some rain, there was some snow when we got to the top, and the views just, man, it gives you just chills.
And then we came down the hill, and there was some more snow and sleet and a little bit of rain. And so we faced all these different conditions, and the Jeep just did perfectly throughout that day. And it was just one of those really memorable experiences for me and Nancy.
You know, one of my favorite builds was the Silver Bullet, and you know, Papa George he's only been out here one time when we debuted it. And Top of the World was not a trail that we had got to run with him, and to be out there with him and his wife, to see his reaction when he get to the top was just awesome. And you know, from seeing pictures and you know, us telling stories, it just doesn't do it justice.
You know, I'd seen all the pictures of Collin's Jeeps and friends' rigs up at the Top of the World, and it just looked so iconic. You see those in Jeep commercials, and I just had always desired to do that trail.
No matter how many times you've done it, that trail is just absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's worth spending the day to go out there and enjoy it, and you know, have lunch at the top. You know, and the cruise back down is just as much fun. You know, it's just, it was just a great day to be out with some friends and hanging out with partners.
Yesterday we ran Rusty Nail, and that was definitely the highlight of the week from a technical standpoint. And that was a trail that several of the rigs in our group did struggle on. There was, you know, winch lines had to be used here and there, but Triton with the Nitto Trail Grapplers didn't need it. It was able to drive all the obstacles with very little struggle, including no left turn, which is, you know, famous, very difficult obstacle. And that really relies on the sidewall of the tire holding the vehicle up through that obstacle, and the tires performed great.
And Rusty Nails, if you've never done it, it's got some real serious ledges and steep pitches in it, and And we had a couple Jeep problems, not too significant. We were able to repair them on the trails.
You know, we get out there, you know, right away, we have some issues with the old Silver Bullet. We were winching too hard and trying to steer in a hole, and we bent the tie rod in, so, you know, we had to back off of that, you know, and then the very next vehicle up.
We ended up blowing the steering pump right out of Samuel LJ. So I ended up driving the 392 the rest of the way, and man, does that thing work as well. I mean, we did every single climb, we had no issues, and then on no left turn, I was like, man, how am I gonna get through this without taking out Collin's top on this? But somehow, Matt Thompson helped me get through it, and we ended up making it with no damage.
And old Blaze, you know, once again, no lockers, and we ran that trail, and it was awesome. Like, I had to winch on one obstacle, just, you know, it is what it is, but we didn't go out there to break it. The day was just so fun. I mean, we laughed and we hung out, we had lunch. And
it was really a fun trail, fun experience. And it was so beautiful back there with all these rounded rock formations and slick rock and things that we climbed all day long, climbed and went down. It was just really beautiful and scenic.
Today was our last day at Easter Jeep Safari, and we decided to kind of end it on a high note. So we're doing Hell's Revenge. This is one of my favorite trails here in Moab. You have all of the slick rock, you have steep climbs, you have Hell's Gate, you have the escalator. I mean, there's a bunch of really fun obstacles here, and the views are also amazing.
Now we're up top here on the overlook, you know, overlooking the Colorado River. This is gonna be a great day for us, you know, to just finish the week with some friends and hanging out and just really taking up what we came out here for.
Yeah, so you know, in general, it was a great week, great trip. This is my favorite place to go four-wheeling for sure.
To be here in what the billboard describes as America's playground, which it is just such an experience that you just have to come and see it and feel it and experience it yourself to understand the draw and the attractiveness of it.
If you're in the off-road world and you love to be outdoors, come to Moab. You have to check this place out. It has so much to offer.
Every day is a new experience. Every day the trails are different, the beauty's different, and you come away from this experience just wanting more of it.
It's definitely unique, and it's my favorite place to go four-wheel.
Get out here and come see what Moab has to offer.
With that being said, it's been an epic week out here in Moab. I can't wait to see what lies ahead.
I want to say thank you to Driving Line for having us out. I already can't wait for next year's Easter Jeep Safari.
You know, we haven't even left yet, and I'm already counting down to next year.
So there you have it, guys. The Jeeps are loaded up. Our trip to Moab for Easter Jeep Safari has come to a close. We had an absolute epic week out here. Shout out to Matt Thompson, 3D Off-Road, Derek Blackmore, my dad, Ryan Jensen with the Triton JL, all of our friends and family who came out here, spent the week with us on the rocks. And shout out to the Jeep community, all of our partners, all the enthusiasts that come out here year after year for the entire week and make Moab as epic as it is for Easter Jeep Safari. Drop us a comment below. Let us know what you thought of our trip. If you have any questions about Moab or if you're planning one of your own, we'd love to help. And as always, hit the like button if you did and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, wander on.
Thanks for watching Driving Line. If you guys like this video, consider subscribing to our channel so you'll never miss any of the content we create here. Whether you're into trucks, Jeeps, imports, domestic vehicles, or anything in between, we are here to fuel your passion. So hit that subscribe button and we'll see you guys next time.